Good evening to everybody. Good morning to some. Uh, Good afternoon to another group of people. I am Gary Nelson. I am very happy with my life. I am glad that I am here amongst the living. Listen, guys, don't pay too much attention to me. Just get what I'm telling you, because one day you're going to need it. Make sure, and I must say to the people that are closer to me right now, whatever you're thinking about yourself, about me, make sure it's good things. Make sure that we're not the ones that are, how you say, with regret. Now, I'm going to tell you this. I am into a point where I am having no regret. There's nothing that I could have done in my life that would change anything, and you must be able to do the same thing. If you feel like you didn't do what you could have done, don't regret it. Don't say that you regret you never done something, because you done what you're supposed to do. You live the life that only you can live. And the same thing with me. I can only live the life that was handed to me. Changes come with information, and changes comes with understanding. And not changing also comes with understanding. So we have all the control of our life. We design our life. We create our life. Some people say, well, I don't have a father. And a lot of them latch on to me and they call me daddy. And I heard this story over and over again. But see, are you sure you didn't have a father, a mother? A father is what a father does. A mother is what a mother does. I'm sure there's someone in your life that mothered you, that fathered you, even though you don't even have the same bloodline. So don't regret. Don't pass blame, because you can never do what you have been designed to do, and that design is you. You design yourself. You are a creator. You are a self-creator. You have been given a head start with life, breath, and someone to take care of you, even though there was nothing going on that would automatically take care of you. If your mother wasn't there and your father wasn't there, basically you wouldn't be here. So who is your mother and your father? The one that showed up to be your father, even though that's your mother. And the one that showed up to be your mother, even though that was your father, or someone else's father, or somebody that never even been a father or even a mother. These are the questions we must ask ourselves. You have never been out without a mother or a father if you're here and you can hear this. So take these bad frequencies out your brain. Get moving, get creating. Go ahead and create this beautiful life that you deserve. I say this to my children, even my children. Whatever you think about me, if it's good or bad, forget it. It doesn't mean a thing. I was a child when I was a dad. My first child, I was just turning 17 years old. So, what about it? There needed to be someone that was going to be able to take care of my child. And see, that's where things really is good. Where you have a father, you have a mother, and there's times where we can't do anything about it. And people say, well, who's a good father? Who's a good mother? They didn't show up. Or they left my life. Think about what happened in between that. What were the circumstances? How were these people learning? How were they thinking? And you know, I've caught myself looking. I said, well, they didn't raise that child right. Wait a minute now. They was probably doing some of the same things I was doing at that age. When I was a child, I thought as a child. Everything was for me. I wasn't a lawyer or a politician or a doctor when I was 17. I wasn't at a point where I can support, even though I had a little minimum wage job. In reality, that's wages for getting your little zuzus and wham wham. That means there's unnecessary things in your life, and that's all it would support. So I just want to come clean with you guys. I don't mimic anybody. I don't wait for a program to come on and tell me who I need to be. So when no one shows up, then the Creator shows up for me. That's why I hear things that's above the natural ear speaking and the natural understanding. When the Creator teaches you to create, you know, when I was able to create, when my flesh died. And what do I mean by that? When this body give up the task of trying to satisfy itself, then the real me steps forward. I can see. I see my inventions. I see my future. Do you know how many different parts are in here? And each thing has a reason. This has a reason to be here. That one has a reason to be here. This has a reason. That has a reason. And there's a bunch of stuff inside that these are reasons why things evolve. Cannot anything evolve in your hands? Can you not be trusted if you said it's a God, if you said it's Creator, if you said it's Buddha, if you say it's Jesus, if you say it's Muhammad? What is it that you need to become a human being empowered by the most, you say the Most High, but it's above that. This whole world is you. If this world ceased to supply you with oxygen, you are still a part of the world. if it decided to not yield its water to you, you're still not dead. Your flesh is gone bye-bye. Now you've been released so you can live. Well, why not just have where we die out to ourselves and we open up where we can see all the things of this earth? That is what we have to do. Everything that you see back here, all this thing and much more, is me. When a person builds a house, you're looking at them standing there. They go way back into the part that's not flesh. Because of the flesh, we cannot get these things done. But with the spirit man, or the spirit woman, or the spirit itself, without gender, it needs to be released from this limit of the flesh, so it can be free from regret, free from sorrow. It can be free from bondage, from whatever has been binding them. If it's fear that has kept people in a certain place where they can't do anything. If it's because they feel like they don't have a possibility to do something. We must break free from this flesh. We must quit hating people that has managed this to be separate from the flesh. That's where fasting and prayer come from. You got to tone that flesh down. You got to kill it out while you living. Don't let it die, then you have a regret. And say, wow, all I had to do is get rid of him, and I could have been doing anything and going any place I want to go. That's right. Let's get rid of the flesh today. So if your minister can show you how to fast and pray, how to denounce your flesh as a ruly child, your flesh is just like an unruly child. It's up to you to tell it to shut up and get in line, or you can let it hang, your own flesh hang around your neck and choke you. That's it, guys. This little short video, you must get something out of this. I'm prepared for everything that's getting ready to happen. This is a wake-up call, and I could not hear this through my flesh. I had to die in my fleshly body so I can hear the spiritual things. Whether it comes from the gods, wherever it comes from, if it comes from the Creator, if it comes from a little mouse, if it comes from the earth, the dirt is more significant than you think. There is nothing in here or what I wear that has not come from the dirt. So if you figure it out, there's no space, there's no time. If I touch this computer and it touches the table, and the table touches the building, and then the building touches the dirt, and the dirt touches the rocks, and the dirt touches the waters, how far does it stop? Is it a mile, 100 miles, or is it a 360 around this world? I touch everything. Everything is here for you. That's relationships. That's the things that make you happy. That's the things that make you sad. We just have to make our adjustments. We're just going to have to allow the real truth, which has so many things attached to the truth. We have to start receiving these things. Receive the truth in your life. Come on. I'm 65 years old in a few months. And what does the society have to offer me? You can retire. Retire from what? Okay, the way I read retirement is I am free to do what I will. I can work and do the things I love. Or I can sit down and watch my creations. Then I can get back up again. Look, freedom is in your retirement. Don't let it be a thing where you're going to just sit down. Folks die in retirement. When I say I retire, that means I'm available. People ask, well, when can I get with you? I said, I'm retired. I'm available. That doesn't mean I stop doing things. That means I'm available. I've helped people all in the United States. Most people in the United States don't accept my help because they feel like they have to look through their flesh to see me. They'll never see me. I help people all around the world. It doesn't matter where they're at. But when that's when you know that you are everywhere that you chose to be. You can make people to the point where they're much more successful than yourself, and you never had the success that they're getting ready to have. So don't look at a person and say, well, he's not a millionaire, so why would he even be considered a teacher of millions? Well, that shows you how out of whack you are, because what did Jesus say? I'm gone, guys. Look, while I'm gone, you do better than I do. There's some things you're going to experience that I never would. So the things that I do, you shall do, and greater things shall you do. Because I'm leaving it with you, I'm dropping the mic. So don't look for me talking about what I can do. It's you. So I'm really gotten angry. I keep saying the same thing. It's got me to the point where I'm angry. Quit being a thumbsucker. Oh, won't he do it? Who? Yeah, he'll drop the mic on you and tell you do it and do better than him. Yes, he will do that. But the things that you're giving credit to, it's you doing it. And there's no regret. They say, wow, look what I've done. I've actually followed the spirit. Whether it be a God, whether it be a frequency, whether it be a creator, you actually follow instructions. When you pass a test, Jesus didn't do it. Muhammad didn't do it. And all these other gods. Come on, guys. It's you. Well, that's one of my favorite people calling, so I'm going to cut it short, guys. And look, have a good day. And just look and see what I told you. It'll work for you. Die to self and open up to the Creator and start creating. Out of here.